What if 4 ordinary-looking pennies could be worth a small fortune? Hidden in drawers, coin rolls, and even your pocket change are rare treasures that collectors are hunting for right now. In today's countdown, we're revealing the top 4 most valuable 1-cent coins, including iconic Lincoln pennies from the United States and rare 1-cent Canadian pennies. From subtle minting errors, unique varieties, and high-grade uncirculated examples, to coins with striking luster and rare mint marks, these pennies are more than small change. They are historical artifacts that can surprise collectors with their value. Stay tuned as we explore each coin's story, rarity, and what makes them some of the most sought-after pennies in North America today. So let's get started. First up. At first glance, the 1973 Lincoln penny may seem like just another everyday coin, a copper-plated zinc cent produced in huge quantities by the Philadelphia Mint. Yet for collectors who know how to spot rare varieties, exceptional condition, and hidden value, this ordinary-looking coin can hold surprising potential. Part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, this 1973 issue without a mint mark carries the iconic left-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design familiar to every American, but subtle details in strike quality, luster, and preservation can make all the difference in determining its numismatic value. The 1973 Lincoln penny was struck in copper-plated zinc, a modern composition introduced in 1982 for later pennies. Yet the earlier 1973 cents retained mostly copper core, giving them a warmer, richer tone that collectors often prize when well preserved. While most 1973 pennies are common in circulated condition and trade for face value, the real excitement lies in high-grade, uncirculated examples with original mint luster and minimal marks. Pennies with clean fields, sharp details in Lincoln's hair, jawline, and coat, and a crisp impression of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse are especially sought after by collectors aiming to complete high-grade date and mint sets. The 1973 no-mint mark penny can also surprise collectors who hunt for minor varieties or mint errors. Look for double dies, die cracks, or subtle planchet anomalies. Even small irregularities in a modern penny can elevate its value dramatically. Coins preserved in uncirculated rolls or stored carefully over decades often retain exceptional eye appeal, making them candidates for professional grading and significant collector interest. Bright red or red-brown coins with strong carbon luster are particularly desirable, while heavily circulated brown coins typically remain at face value. Though millions of 1973 Lincoln pennies exist, only a small fraction survive in exceptional condition. These top-tier coins are prized by registry set collectors and enthusiasts who understand that modern pennies are not just everyday currency. They are historical artifacts, snapshots of American minting history, and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. For collectors, the 1973 Lincoln penny proves that even the most common coins can carry unexpected value. From subtle design details to perfect preservation, this 1-cent coin is a reminder that careful observation, patience, and knowledge can turn ordinary pocket change into a collectible treasure. Money-bag sparkles. Next up, at first glance, the 1978 D Lincoln penny might seem like an ordinary cent, one of the millions struck by the Denver Mint that year. Yet, for collectors who understand the subtle signs of rarity, condition, and eye appeal, this modern 1-cent coin holds surprising potential. Part of the enduring Lincoln cent series, the 1978 D features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with his distinguished profile and detailed hair and coat, while the reverse displays the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of both historical significance and timeless design. Though the design may feel familiar, the details in strike quality, luster, and surface preservation make all the difference when evaluating collector value. This penny, composed of copper-plated zinc, is not valuable for its metal content, but for its condition, rarity in high grades, and potential minting anomalies. While the majority of 1978 D pennies circulated widely and show wear, coins preserved in uncirculated or near mint state condition with sharp detail and vibrant red or red-brown surfaces are highly sought after. Subtle features, like the sharpness of Lincoln's jawline, the depth of his hairlines, and the crisp detail of the Lincoln Memorial columns are indicators of high-grade preservation that collectors prize. Collectors also hunt for varieties and minor errors, such as double dies, die cracks, or small planchet irregularities. Even in modern pennies, these anomalies can drastically increase the coin's value. Those stored carefully over the decades, free from contact marks and maintaining original luster, may be candidates for professional grading, potentially commanding premiums far beyond face value. The 1978 D is particularly popular among collectors completing Denver Mint sets, as it represents a key part of the series' mid-20th century continuity. Though millions of 1978 D Lincoln pennies exist, the real excitement is in finding the top-tier coins with exceptional preservation and eye appeal. These rare examples show that modern coins are not just everyday currency. They are collectible treasures capturing decades of American minting history. The 1978 D Lincoln penny is a testament to the fact that careful observation, knowledge, and a keen eye can transform an ordinary 1-cent coin into a small but meaningful piece of numismatic history. Money-back sparkles. If you want, I can also create a viral YouTube-ready package for this 1978 D penny. Shocking title, powerful description, hashtags, and keywords, all ready to copy-paste. Do you want me to do that? At first glance, the 1979 Lincoln cent may seem like an ordinary copper-plated zinc coin, one of the millions that rolled out of the Philadelphia Mint that year. Yet for collectors who understand condition, minting nuances, and long-term value potential, this small 1-cent piece holds far more intrigue than most people realize. Part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the 1979 No Mint Mark penny carries the classic Lincoln design with the profile portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. A familiar sight to millions, but subtle details in strike quality, luster, and surface preservation can dramatically affect its collector appeal. The 1979 penny was struck in a modern copper-plated zinc composition, replacing the earlier bronze alloys used in mid-20th century issues, which means its intrinsic metal value is minimal. Yet, for collectors, true value is tied to condition and rarity within circulation. Circulated pennies are common, but uncirculated or near-perfect examples, particularly those with original mint luster, no contact marks, and vibrant surfaces, are highly sought after. The absence of a mint mark identifies this coin as a Philadelphia issue, which can be significant for certain registry sets or collectors looking to complete their date-in-mint combinations. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1979 Lincoln penny is the way collectors hunt for subtle errors and varieties. Die cracks, double dies, or small planchet anomalies, even in a relatively modern coin, can transform a seemingly ordinary penny into a rare collector's item worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Additionally, coins preserved in original rolls, uncirculated sets, or vault storage often retain exceptional detail, making them prime candidates for professional grading and long-term investment. For anyone examining a 1979 penny, focus on the sharpness of Lincoln's cheek and jawline, the detail in his coat and hair, and the clarity of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Even minor abrasions or discoloration can affect grading, while strong cartwheel luster and clean fields indicate a top-tier mint state coin. Collectors also pay attention to color tones. Natural reddish copper or golden hues often enhance value and eye appeal, while brown or heavily worn coins typically trade at face value. While millions of 1979 Lincoln pennies exist, the real thrill lies in finding those rare, high-quality examples that stand out from the crowd. For modern collectors, this coin serves as a perfect illustration that value isn't always about age or silver content. It's about preservation, subtle rarity, and eye-catching quality. The 1979 No Mint Mark penny is a reminder that even the smallest coin in your pocket could carry hidden potential and numismatic significance if you know what to look for. Next up at first glance, the 1994 Canada 1-cent coin may look like an ordinary penny that once passed through countless hands in everyday transactions, but for collectors who understand condition rarity, design history, and subtle mint details, this small copper coin carries a story far greater than its 1-cent face value. Struck by the prestigious Royal Canadian Mint, The 1994 penny features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Dora de Pettere Hunt, with the engraver's initials KG, Klaus Gebauer, appearing on the reverse, a small but important detail that adds character and identity to the coin's craftsmanship. While millions of these pennies were produced during the mid-1990s, most entered heavy circulation, meaning that high-grade, well-preserved examples have become increasingly desirable among modern Canadian coin collectors. The reverse design proudly displays the iconic maple leaf twig, a powerful national symbol representing Canada's heritage, resilience, and natural beauty. Although the 1994 1-cent coin is composed primarily of copper-plated zinc and does not contain precious metals, its true value lies in preservation and eye appeal. Coins that retain strong original red luster, sharp detail in the Queen's portrait, and crisp maple leaf veins can command noticeable premiums compared to worn brown examples. Collectors carefully examine the fields for contact marks, scratches, or dulling, because even small imperfections can significantly impact grading results. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1994 Canada KG penny is the hunt for varieties and minting errors. Minor die cracks, doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws can transform an ordinary coin into a sought-after collectible. Error coins often bring strong demand in the marketplace, especially when authenticated and graded by professional services. Additionally, coins preserved in original rolls or mint sets sometimes survive in near-perfect condition, creating opportunities for collectors who specialize in high-grade registry sets. The historical context also adds depth to this coin story. During the 1990s, Canadian 1-cent coins were still widely used in commerce before their eventual discontinuation years later. This makes the 1994 issue part of the final decades of circulating Canadian pennies, a reminder of a denomination that once played a daily role in the nation's economy. Today, as Canada has phased out the penny from circulation, these coins have taken on nostalgic value, further increasing collector interest in well-preserved examples. When evaluating a 1994 Canada 1-cent KG coin, lighting is crucial. Rotate the coin under a bright source to observe the cartwheel luster effect that signals mint state preservation. Check the sharpness of the Queen's facial features, the clarity of the lettering, and the fine lines within the maple leaves. Coins graded in higher mint state levels can sell for many times their original face value, particularly if they display exceptional eye appeal or rare era characteristics. Ultimately, the 1994 Canada 1-cent KG penny proves that size does not determine significance. Even the smallest denomination can carry history, artistry, and hidden potential. While most examples remain modest in value, the thrill of discovery, finding a flawless red specimen or a rare mint error, keeps collectors searching through rolls and collections every day. This humble penny stands as a reminder that knowledge, patience, and attention to detail can turn ordinary pocket change into a meaningful and sometimes surprisingly valuable treasure.